What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day today and I hope it gets even better from watching this video. Today we're going to be not only chatting but giving you a full-on challenge, formula, step-by-step plan to make the most out of the next 2 months, I would say, because then it's the holidays, like things kind of slow down, you're with your family. So taking the next 2 months to really get hyper fixated with yourself, with what you want to do, so that you can then step into the new year already feeling like you've got this, like you've created proof over the last 2 months that you can do the things you set your mind to, and that gives you so much confidence. It feels so good, and I feel like it's the best way to step into the new year. My whole focus and plan for this video was to, again, give you like a full-on step-by-step guide, and also to not overwhelm yourself with planning too many things, because that's what a lot of us tend to do. Like if you're someone like me, I get really excited very quickly, and then I'm like, I'm gonna change my whole life in a week. And that never works, okay? It does not work. Unfortunately, I wish it did. It feels really good and fun, but it's not very sustainable. So we're gonna focus on things that are actually gonna be possible for you in those 2 months and that are sustainable so that you can actually accomplish them by the end of the year. And that gives you a much, much better feeling than that like excitement of you wanting to change your life in a day, trust me. So yeah, I hope that sounds good to you. If you like these kinds of videos, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe and check out my social media if you wanna see more of my personal life. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Step 1 is gonna be revamping your physical space. As a former, like changing my room every 3 weeks type of child, this just gives me a thrill like nothing else, okay? Makes me feel like I've got a new chapter, like things are looking different around me. So I'm ready to level up, you know? So what I like to do is like a full, intense declutter, reorganizing, doing like a nice deep clean, and then also moving things around, changing things a little bit, even if it's just like moving a few pictures around or switching them out, putting on new bedding. Like this does not have to be something you spend a lot of money on, okay? It can be completely free. Just move things around like you did when you were a child. So again, we're clearing things out and we're creating a whole new vibe that's gonna go with what you're wanting to create. If you need some help with like the cleaning, organizing portion, I have a whole video about that. Just if you need some inspiration, some tips and tricks, I'll link that down below. Then we're gonna do exactly the same thing with our digital space, okay? I start with my phone. I feel like this is something that a lot of us forget about, but like as someone who spends so much time on my phone and computer for work and like my free time, this is really important to me. Like it adds so much. I almost want to feel like I have a new phone and a new computer, okay? So what I like to do is clear out my notes, my photos, all of those screenshots I accumulate for whatever reason. I change my wallpaper, my like home page, whatever this is called, design, like just I want it to feel like a new phone. And then I do the same thing with like my email inbox, my computer in general. And then I like to use Clean My Mac to take this to the next level. This video is actually sponsored by them, but I'm so excited because I've been using this for years. It's amazing. I just use it to clear out unnecessary files, those duplicate downloads, system junk that's really slowing down your Mac. And you can also use it to protect your Mac from viruses. It obviously frees up so much space and your Mac is much faster, but everything feels really like clear and fresh. It's really simple to use and maintain, even if you're not very tech savvy, and it doesn't take long at all. My biggest issue is like the downloads folder. That is such a disaster for me. I'm so bad at clearing it out as I go. So I've really been loving the My Clutter feature. It basically instantly clears out your downloads and frees up so much space you didn't even know was being wasted. Another one of my faves is the Moonlock anti-malware engine. I honestly get so anxious about like viruses and threats. Like it gives me so much anxiety. So this gives me so much peace of mind and obviously protects my Mac, which is amazing. If you want to try it out, Clean My Mac is on the MacPaw website, the Mac App Store, or Set app. Plus you can get a 7-day free trial. So I'm gonna have all the links down below and I hope you love it as much as I do. Okay, now that we've completely cleared out, cleaned, and like revamped our whole space, we can start the actual process. So the first step is gonna be to assess your life and see where you're actually at. If you watch my videos, you're very familiar with this exercise. I mention it every time we make one of these videos just because I have not found a better system, okay? It does not exist. If it does, let me know. But for now, we're gonna do the Wheel of Life. And if you've watched my videos and you're like, oh, shut up about it already, have you done it though? So what this exercise does that's so special is that it gives you such like a clear objective view of where you're at versus where you want to go. And I feel like it's so hard for us to see ourselves and our lives so clearly and like to have it so like beep, beep, beep organized. At least for me, like I kind of tend to live in my head a lot and it's just kind of a mess up in there. So this really, really helps. So you're going to Google the Wheel of Life and you're going to find this wheel with different categories of life. There's different ones, so you can see which one has the categories that you like. I usually use this one. So you can see there's categories like career, finances, love and relationships, yada, yada, yada. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go category by category. So let's start with finances, for example, and you're gonna mark where you feel like you are from 1 to 10. So you're gonna mark, let's say you feel like you're at a 6 right now. And then with a different color, you're gonna mark where you wish to be in, let's say, a year from now. And you're gonna do this for every single category. So let's say with finances, you're at a 6, you wanna be at a 9 in a year. With relationships, you're currently really happy in your relationship, you're at a 9 and you're happy with that. You want to stay at a 9. So then when you're done with the whole thing, you can see which ones have the biggest gaps. And those are the areas of your life that you want to focus on. Like that is where you want to grow and change. When I do my yearly goals, I then pick like the top 3 categories where I want the most change and I make goals for each one. But because we only have about 2 months, you're gonna pick only one category, okay? If you're one of these people who like loves to change your whole life in a week, you're gonna hate this. I get it. But this actually works, okay? Pick one category. So maybe for you, that's gonna be finances. Maybe it's gonna be your dating life, your hobbies, like one category, okay? And then let's say you chose finances. Let's use that as an example. I feel like that's very clear. You're gonna write where you are. So I am currently just spending my money. I don't really have a budget. I'm not saving anything. Like I don't even know where my money is going. It's just kind of like come and go, mindless. Also, you don't really like your spending habits. Like you're spending way too much on like shopping, whatever. Just like write a list. This is where I am at. This is a clear picture of where I currently stand. And then on the other side, you're gonna write where you would ideally like to be in a year. If you want to be at a 9, what does that look like for you? Make it very tangible. Like I have, 5,000 euros in my savings account. I have a budget where I track my spending. I know exactly where my money goes. I have watched this podcast. I have read this book because I wanted to be more knowledgeable about finances. Make it, again, very, very tangible. So now we have such a clear picture and focus. That's the thing. When you want to change your whole life in a week and you watch these videos, you get super excited. You're like, I'm going to start waking up early. I'm going to start saving my money. I'm going to change my whole mindset, my habits, everything. Like it is exciting, but it gets so overwhelming because your focus is so scattered. So with this system, we're creating a very, very clear focus that really helps to prevent you from feeling overwhelmed and to stick to it, basically. If for you it's finances, by the way, because we just mentioned it as an example, I have a whole playlist to get your finances together. So I'm going to link that down below. So obviously now we have a very clear picture of where you want to be in a year, but we only have 2 months. So this is where you're going to have to be very realistic, keyword here, so that you can actually accomplish these things in 2 months. Because if you set way too much, you don't accomplish it, that's not going to feel very good. The point here is to set less goals for yourself and maybe make them a bit easier so that you actually achieve them. Obviously, it's going to push you a little bit to be consistent. That's all good and dandy, amazing, but you really want to set yourself up for success, basically, because that's, again, going to give you that confidence and that amazing feeling of like, I've got this. So when you're setting those yearly goals for 2025, you're going to be like, I am an expert. Like I can do whatever. That's what you want. Okay. So do not go extreme here. Don't expect yourself to change everything in 2 months. Look at what you want. See what's possible in those 2 months. Maybe pick like 1 to 3 things. Literally keep it very simple. So again, I've repeated this 10 billion times, but it's so important. Pick something that's actually achievable and something that is gonna feel like you really moved. Like it's a significant change, even if it might be small and simple. So let's stay with the finance example. So you've got 2 months. Let's say in that time, it's very realistic for you to go through your spending, see where your money is going and create a very clear, easy to follow budget. Limit those areas where you're overspending and create a very easy to achieve saving goal, even if that's literally 100 euros every month. So at the end of the year, sure, you're only gonna have 200 euros saved, but that's still so much better than where you were before. And when you see yourself doing well, you're gonna wanna save more anyway, because it feels really, really good to accomplish what you set out for. So under promise, over deliver, okay? That is the key phrase that you're gonna stick to, but only choose up to 3 things that are easy for you to accomplish. That's gonna feel so good, okay? I promise you, it's gonna feel so much better than you creating this massive plan of 10 billion things and then forgetting about it in 2 weeks. Has that ever made you feel good long term? For me, it hasn't, okay? And I did that for many, many years. And then 2-3 years ago, I finally realized it doesn't work. What is that saying? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Why are you setting yourself up for failure? We're gonna stop that today, okay? You're gonna show yourself in these 2 months that you are capable. First of all, you can stick to things and that you're worth it. You're worth putting in the effort, and make it easy for yourself. Again, set yourself up for success. If you wanna be very particular with how you set these goals, I highly recommend using the SMART method. It means that your goal is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So when you set a goal, you can go through this and just make sure it's all of that and tweak it if it's not. By the way, I have a whole life design planner. It's a Notion template, and it's designed for you to set your goals in a very smart way, break them down, and that system ties into your weekly, daily, monthly planning. So there's a lot more in it, but I'm gonna link that down below if you're looking for a good system that's gonna help you to stay on track, track all these goals, plan them into your life, really make sure that you're staying on top of things. I also have a video where I go through the whole system and show you how it works, how I use it. So I'm gonna link that below. You obviously don't have to use this. I do highly recommend though creating a system where you can track it. So even if that's a flow chart, that's what I used when I wanted to change my finances and had a saving goal. I wanted to save 15,000 euros. So I just created little squares of an amount. Let's say it was 500 euros. And every time I would put that into my savings account, I would color it in. So that's a very visual way to track your goals. Just find a system that works for you. We're all different, but I'm gonna link my system below. Now let's talk about those supporting characters that are gonna make this change a lot easier. And since you're only focusing on one area, this is gonna be very simple, okay? The first supporting character is your identity shift. So if you wanna change your finances, it's not gonna be super helpful to you if you keep repeating to yourself those negative opinions and beliefs about yourself, I'm so bad with money, I've never been good at saving, I haven't saved $1 in my life, just very, very negative. That's not gonna help you, okay? We as people, we act in alignment with who we think we are. I talk a lot about this in my discipline video. I'm gonna link that down below if you need some extra tips, motivation, tricks that you can use, but we need to change how you talk to yourself about this category that you're wanting to change. So what you can do is you can write down all these things that you're telling yourself that are negative, that are kind of keeping you stuck. And if you have a bit more time, if you want to really dive into these, you can question each one, why do I believe this in the first place? Why am I wrong? How is that not actually true? And what do I want to believe instead? What is actually going to help me? And you want this new belief that you can keep repeating to yourself to be something that is still believable. So if you're currently telling yourself I am terrible with money, I haven't saved $1 in my life, blah, 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 and then your identity shift is I am a multimillionaire, your brain is gonna be girly pop, who are we trying to fool? It's not gonna work, okay? Your brain's gonna be funny, because last time I checked, you're this way and that way. So make it an improvement that's still believable. And you're not only going to speak to yourself that way in your head, but also when you're talking to other people. Even if it's not fully true yet, it doesn't matter. You're just going to stop saying, oh, I suck at working out, I hate it, blah, blah, blah. You're either gonna zip it or you're gonna say this new identity. The other supporting act is to let your environment help you out, okay? So let's say you're wanting to do yoga. So if that means having your yoga mat out in the open and your yoga blocks and all of that, if that means having a section of your apartment that's your yoga space, if it just means having your workout or yoga clothes at the front of your closet, that's good and dandy. Also, if you're a big social media person, start following a bunch of yoga girlies. Start interacting with that content. scroll on Pinterest, pin yoga photos, and then your algorithm is going to start feeding you that all the time. And it's like a constant reminder. You can even watch vlogs of someone who does yoga all the time, like whatever you need to keep you inspired and motivated. Obviously, you need discipline. Like, it's not realistic to be motivated and inspired all the time, but it does help. And if you can create that for yourself, amazing. Obviously, if this is going to be more of like an internal change, like you are dating right now, you're not really happy with it, but you really want a healthy relationship, how do you reflect that in your environment? If it's your physical space, maybe printing out some affirmations, even having pictures of like your loved one so you can see that you are loved and that you do have so much to give. Just brainstorm a little bit. It might not be as obvious, but I'm sure you can find a way. This is gonna be your, again, hyper fixated, hyper focused time. You've got that one area you're fixated on, and that is kind of like you're a one-track mind type of person. That's really going to make such a massive difference, that so much of your energy, your mental energy, emotional energy, also physical, like you taking action, is a game changer. So that is going to take center stage in your life as much as it can. I understand all of us have other responsibility. You might have kids, you might have a job that you need to go to. I don't expect you to do this all day, every day, but whenever you can, that kind of takes priority. And last but not least, you're gonna engage in the power of silence, okay? Let your actions do the talking. A lot of the time, if you're someone who gets super excited, you wanna change everything at once, you're changing these habits, you're working toward these goals, you're doing blah, 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 you get so excited, you talk to everyone about it. It's so satisfying and exciting to talk about. It almost like tricks your mind into feeling like you've already achieved it. Gives you that like serotonin boost. So you wanna avoid that. Of course, like tell your best friend, your partner, like doesn't mean you're sworn to secrecy, but just let your actions do the talking. Zip it a little bit more and focus that energy on you actually doing the thing that you set out to do. Alrighty guys, that is the full plan. Then you obviously need to start doing the things you set out to do. And again, you can check out my discipline video if you need some help with that. But I really hope you found this helpful. I would love to hear it in the comments, like what your area of life is, or if you want to write down the specific goals that you want to accomplish and how you plan to do it. I would love to read it. I'm sure other people would as well, and we can kind of motivate and inspire each other. If this video was helpful, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe and check out my social media for more of my personal life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you very, very soon.